It's Sunday. I'm kind of bored. I didn't plan on making a video, but I got my hands on a classic NECA figure that's pretty sought after to this day. We'll discuss if it's worth the asking price, because this is one that's up there, and there's a few options. We'll talk about that next on Toy Gains. Hey! Oh! Toy Gains! Toy Gains! Okay, so about 8 years ago, NECA was doing a lot of video game figures. I forget what it was called. I know it would say like press start on the box. I know they did Duke Nukem and Bulletstorm, and Gears of War was very popular, and Ninja Gaiden, Legacy of Kain, and Dead Space. This is Isaac Clarke. I think they even made one of the enemies. Now, this figure has a lot of unique features. Unfortunately, this one doesn't work. This is almost a 10-year-old figure. Has a light up feature in the back. This is kind of tough to open, and this was like his health bar. There's a lot of great detail on here. This is what NECA was known for, and this is no different. Kind of looks like he has a rust going on in the coloring, and he has one of his weapons, the cutter. The articulation is funky. I don't want to do too much bending to this figure. This is almost a grail at this point, so I will have a similar figure I don't care about right next to it. This is the Hooper or Hopper or whatever they're effer from Stranger Things. This is that weird articulation where it like kicks out and the peg is in there. I don't know why companies were doing this, but they did, and NECA was no different. Is pretty similar to that. It's odd, but this is hidden better. It's a little more elegant. So I'll get Hooper, Hopper, whatever the effer out of here. It's a really nice looking figure. Now, it goes from anywhere from $100 to $200 boxed on eBay. If this is an important figure, if you got to have it, I'd say dive in if you can get it for under $150, especially if it still lights up. I know Good Smile is making one. I don't think it's out yet, but Good Smile tends to run a little smaller, so it may not fit in with your 112 collection. I could be wrong on that. There's also a few statues out there, but also, I mean, it's a statue. This guy does pose. Like I said, I don't want to go too crazy. The big selling point is the paint job. This is very well done, especially for 10-year-old NECA. This was a NECA kind of, I don't want to say was hitting its stride, but this is around when they started turning heads. They were making Predator figures, and then their horror line started to pick up. This is a great figure. I could see why so many people want it, and whenever somebody finds it, it's posted immediately on the NECA fan group. This is Dead Space, Isaac Clarke. I just recently played the remake that was on Game Pass, so that was cool. That's what kind of prompted me to be interested in reviewing this guy as his gun falls out of his hands. I don't know. You tell me, do any of you have this figure? Let me know in the comments. I want to say it was probably $30 new back then. So for a figure to jump up that in 10 years is pretty impressive. The paint does look really nice. It looks kind of wild. Looks like he's like spray painted almost. It's weird. It's striking. It's cool. I didn't know what the hype was for this figure, but now seeing him in hand, you know, it's one of them things, the more you sit there and you stare at it, the more you kind of appreciate it. So yeah, he's a good one. That's it for today. Take care, have fun. See you earlier in the week. I got some new stuff coming in. Some stuff I ordered from Black Friday that's going to hit, so that'll be fun to talk about to see if it's worth it. I'm going to bring back on Wednesday movies you should watch and games you should play. I had a request for that, so that'll be fun. Look for that Wednesday. Take care, guys.